What's up guys, Bodytags back again, and I didn't plan on making another video so quickly after my most recent one, but as it turns out, history repeated itself today with Team Liquid 3-0ing CLG in the NALCS playoffs. So I was checking out the CLG sub and I saw a tweet from Locodoco that said hashtag friendship is magic, and obviously the CLG subredditors were very offended by this, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of look at friendship in other sports between teammates and how important it is, and kind of take a look from a sports psychology perspective, the effects of friendship on team relationships. So let's get into that. First order of business is going to be to see where CLG got this friendship mentality from. Last split they had Seraph and Dexter, both imports, and this split they ended up going with no imports and picking up Smithy and Zion Spartan, which was very surprising to me because teams like TIP and TSM really value import spots, and they probably would have imported more players if the rules allowed them to. So it came as a shock to me that CLG was going with an all-American team, and CLG Doublelift ended up doing an interview where he said this was sort of based off Cloud9's success and their dominance with the same roster, and you know, there's a perception in the community that Cloud9 is all friends, and so much so CLG was kind of going for this ideal mentality that they ended up turning down WE Spirit, who wanted to try out for CLG but wasn't given a tryout because of his inability to speak English. On the flip side, Cloud9 hasn't always been perfect. Medias was quoted as saying that there's frustrations towards High during scrims when he was having trouble in the mid lane and with his champion pool, and Sneaky was quoted as saying that there was troubles with Lemon Nation because he had too much power in the team dynamic, as he was in charge of picks bans and could decide sort of who would go on which champion, and he had the final say. Cloud9 ended up giving that responsibility to Charlie, and it seems like the problems have been solved as they're ramping up to finish the playoff run strong. So after seeing the Locodoco tweet, I was inspired to do some research on the subject, and I came across Dr. Jason Salk, who was the director of mental training for the St. Louis Cardinals and oversaw them winning 2 World Series. Dr. Jason Salk has this to say on the topic of friendship and teammates. In my opinion, you don't have to be friends with your teammates to be a successful team. However, there are some things that must occur first. It is important for teammates to have a shared purpose and contribution. What I mean by that is that every member of the team must agree on what they want for the team, and every team member must contribute to the achievement of the team. So this doesn't come as very surprising, as we can see from the CLG most recent split, and also from Starhorn Royal Club ending up being the second best team in the world in Season 4, with basically a ton of communication problems and a ton of team environment problems. It doesn't seem like you need to be best friends with your teammates to be a successful team, and the really important part is that you all share the same goal of going to Worlds and performing on an international stage. And to wrap this discussion up, guys, I wanted to take a look at more traditional sports and see if they emphasize friendship in teammates and in the team environment. And I found out that LeBron James has been quoted as saying that he only has 3 friends in the NBA: Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. None of them are his current teammates, and he basically said that as long as he contributes to his team and he knows that he has his teammates' backs, he doesn't have to be good friends with any of them. So it seems like in traditional sports, most people view the team environment and teammate-to-teammate relationship as a working one. So it is interesting as to why CLG would take this approach this season with, you know, keeping Link and getting Smithy, all of the typical culprits for all the Reddit blame after they lose a match. I'm going to be very interested to see what type of changes they make next split, and I'll personally be very disappointed if they don't end up getting any imports or getting some type of foreign talent. And that wraps things up for this video, guys. My question of the day for you is, do you need to be friends with your teammates to be a successful team? Make sure to drop your answer in the comment section below. I'll be reading every comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Bodytags, and I had a blast making this video.